The best way that you can make progress within any sector of your life, whether it's fitness, business, spirituality, or anything that you're trying to grow in, why is this jingling so much? Let me drop them, is to hang around people within that same frequency. Now, I say same frequency because I don't want you to think about people who like the same things you like, not people who come from the same place you come from, not people who do the same things you do, but people who are in the same frequency as you, or in that desired frequency that you're trying to get into. So the reason why I had to make this video is because I came here to the golf course. As you can see, very beautiful golf course. And I met this friend of mine who locked in. Let's just say he locked in. And he used to be like a goofy friend of mine back then. He was just goofy. Like we're just friends on like a goofy thing. Like it wasn't like a serious friendship. And now we've grown closer together because he locked in and he's become more serious with his life. And bro, I just had something in the bush. I don't want to get jumped, bro. But when he locked in, he ended up getting to the right frequency, and now we spend more time together. So he's been here spending time with my brother. And I noticed that, and I was like, my brother right now is tuning himself to the right frequency by being around this guy. Because this guy like has a lot of money, you know what I mean? Money flows to him easily. So just my brother being around him is a positive ROI to me as a brother, as a bigger brother. So it makes me very happy. Let me pick up my keys again. It makes me very, very happy. So just from that alone, I just wanted to speak to you and tell you the importance of getting around people who have that similar frequency. Now, when I say similar frequency, but I'm not pertaining to their third dimensional behaviors, actions, or their reality, what I mean is their beliefs. Their frequency is the intangible part of them. You know what I mean? Don't hang around people because they look a specific kind of way or they talk in a specific kind of way. All that is just shallow. That's base level. The real thing you should be looking for is the energy behind the person, their beliefs, the things they know, the emotionally charged thoughts that they carry, their self-image, the way that they see themselves, their self-concept, their state of consciousness. All these things, these are the things that make up their frequency. And when you understand these things that make up their frequency, you can start to look for people who have either similar frequencies to yours or better frequencies. So this becomes a good cycle to growth. You don't be that person who is worried about not making progress, because your life, like there's a way when you surround yourself with people of that kind of frequency or a desired frequency, they push you. They push you. Like, let me be honest with you, man. You cannot be the only broke person in a group of like rich people. They'll bully you, bro. You're getting bullied. Straight up. You're getting bullied. Why? Because their frequency is rubbing off on you. What you would conceptualize as bullying is actually your shadow, your old frequency, fighting back against their new frequency. That's why you feel like they're putting too much pressure on you or anything like that. So I want you to be very, very cautious about that whenever you're hanging around people with the desired frequency that you're trying to get into. Don't get so emotional. Don't get so emotional. Listen and learn, internalize. Get their mannerisms. Not necessarily mannerisms, but get their frequency. Get their beliefs. What do they believe in? What do they have so much conviction in? What do they have faith in? What actually lights them up? What gives them passion? How do they treat their work? How do they treat... And this applies to everything, bro. Literally everything. Let me give you an example, bro. Like, if there's this one person who you see is so good at dating, like, he's always like dating the baddies. Let's be for real, man. You get around the kind of person, see his beliefs around women. See the way he treats women. See the way he talks to women. See the way that he carries himself when he's around these women. See all those things. You know what I mean? See the frequency that he embodies whenever women are around him, that allows him to maybe pull more women or date more women or even sleep with more women. Whatever your objectives are for 2026 or whatever you're watching this. But You need to be around somebody who is in your desired frequency so that it can rub off on you. Now, if you don't have the physical means to be around somebody like that, the best thing you can do is what I do, which is to surround yourself with content creators on your cell phone or on your PC, wherever you prefer to watch your stuff. Just like consume specific creators. Don't consume content just to consume content. Consume creators to download their mindsets. You understand? To download their frequencies. Trust me, frequencies also pass through the screen, in case you didn't know. You guys haven't seen those horror movies where like demons pass through the screen? What do you think a demon is? A demon is a low vibrational entity. It's a frequency. Low vibrational. Remember, the frequencies all exist in the fourth dimension. All of them exist in the fourth dimension, the mind, the subconscious mind, heaven, up. That's where frequencies exist. So a demon, which also exists there, is a frequency. And a frequency comes before a reality. That's why it's very, very important that you hang around the right people with the right frequency so that you don't end up messing up your reality in any kind of way. So that's very, very important. I just had to bring it here and just let you know, bro, like, if you want to speed up your progress, either hang out in real life with people who are in that same frequency that you want to embody, or even the same frequency or similar frequencies as yours. You know what I mean? So you guys are constantly evolving. Do not go down. Never go down. I promise you. Let me tell you something, bro. This is very, very important. If you're somebody who leaves the house often, or you're somebody who interacts with people often, whether this is in business with your clients, whether this is in relationships with women or men, if you're, I don't know, Didi, or this is to do with your fitness, never ever drop down to a lower frequency. A lower frequency only leads to a lower reality. If you drop down to a lower frequency, this is very, very dangerous. Why? Because someone else's frequency has the ability to impact on your frequency and mess up your reality, because your frequency is what leads to your reality unfolding, or we could conceptualize it as you channeling to a specific like reality because of your frequency. So when you spend time with people who are on the wrong frequency or on a lower frequency, they have the capability of ruining your life. Let's just say that. So don't do that. Whether it comes to women, don't do that. Even if it comes to clients, and there's a client who you don't, or a prospect who you're not really feeling their vibe, leave. I want you to practice saying no, and I want you to practice leaving. It's very, very important. Protect your energy. You understand? So when you're approaching all these moments of trying to get into a higher frequency by surrounding yourself with other people who are of a similar frequency, you might be tempted to spend time with low vibrational beings. And yeah, it's very tempting, especially if they look good or they have something nice to offer or something shiny, you know what I mean? But you need to avoid that temptation to hang out with people of low vibration. Like, people of lower vibration lower your vibration, and they also make you more susceptible. Should I say susceptible? More like weak and vulnerable to attack, spiritual attack, physical attack, mental attack. It doesn't even matter. All of them will happen. So you need to avoid such people who are like possessed. And I know you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, bro. I don't even need to break it down. I don't even need to explain to you how a low vibrational entity kind of person is. Nah. Just avoid demons. So yeah, I just had to come here to the golf course, speak to you, and let you know, just break it down for you, because I just feel bad when I see a lot of people out here and they're like, hanging out with the wrong people. I feel bad, right? So don't let that be you, man. Lock in.